Welcome to O'Clock Podcast. We are live here in the studio. I've got Ayo in the building. Ayo, a Manchester United fan, is here today to join myself and Jeff. And again, as always, we have Jeff in the building, a true Arsenal fan, and you've got myself, the actual and the main host for today's episode. Today's episode, it's from title dreams to goal difference battle. Guys, what episode this is going to be today. You know, few months ago, we were talking about Arsenal winning the title. And now we're talking about goal difference for us to be able to win the title because we've got the most experienced manager in the Premier League history, Pep Guardiola, chasing us every single week. Jeff, we're going to start with yourself. Let's give Ayo a break, to settle down, to have a feel about what we do in this little room. And maybe in a few minutes, you will get the momentum and you can crack and join us as well because I can tell Ayo cannot wait to rip this Arsenal team apart today. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like United. It's unfortunate that we've got a United fan in the studio today. But again, it's one of those. Jeff, where are we at the moment with this Arsenal team?
As you can see, we are nowhere to be found, It's just, what it is, I'm telling you, same old story. But at least we have 3 points now. But unfortunately, that game was an abysmal game, yes, on Saturday, man. I was just like, what is going on, man? This is not the Arsenal team I know. This is Arteta at his worst. I'm telling you, man. A few weeks ago, we were talking about the quadruple. Now we are talking about scoring goals, having a goal difference to win the league. This is uncalled for, man. We personally blow this title. We blow it through the work of Arteta, man. Arteta, I've told you, like I told you several and over again, he haven't got what it takes to win the title. It's just that manager that will just at least take you to top 4. He can't finish second. Remember, second, nobody remember who finished second. If you're looking at over the histories, the winners of the Premier League, you don't remember who finished second place.
That's correct,
always winners. It's always who is going to win it. Who win it? That's the names are there, the years are there, the memories are there.
Yeah.
Not who finished second, not runners up. No, this is not Olympic that you win silver. You win silver. You don't win silver in Premier League. Yeah, runners 100%. Up is count for nothing. If you finish second, I finish fourth. We basically are the same thing.
100%. I agree with you.
The same Champions League.
Yeah, Jeff, I just want to ask you, and I know Ayo is going to impute to what I'm about saying. Jeff, how did we get to this? How did we get to this point where we're talking about goal difference rather than sitting comfortably in on top of the league table? Liverpool last season, they won the league in February. They've already won the league. You just have few games and points to just pick on. But Jeff, my question now, how did we get to this stage when we're picking scrappy goals to see if we can win the league?
Like I said to you, it's just that Arteta thing on every April. It's just Arteta full effect. Like Arteta full effect is back again on this Arsenal team. Every April we always capitulate. That's exactly what happened. Remember when Troy Deeney said we don't have no balls. Yeah. We haven't got cojones.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. When it matters, we flop.
Comes April, again, it happened. Always and always.
It's April. Just look at this trajectory, man. It's April. Right from over the last 3 years, April, we're out. When it gets to April, because you know why? Because Arteta have used the first 11 and he has burnt them out. So by the time they go injured or they bent out of form, they're now trying to bring other players in. Other players in those are the players that he haven't been playing. He trying to bring it in, and those players is doing nothing because he's not been bedding them in properly.
Jeff, you've made really good points, and we've had this conversation in the past. The episode 5, we shared our view in terms of Arteta overusing players, not utilizing those ones on the bench, because what happened? They'll get rusty, and by the time he brings them in, what happened? They won't be able to kickstart where the other person stopped. Ayo, now you're a United fan. He's already laughing. From a United perspective, what's your intake in this Arsenal team where we were talking about a few months ago, we're talking about winning the league, but now we're full on point talking about scoring more goals to be able to win the Premier League. During your time when you won the Premier League, United went through this particular phase Arsenal is going through from as a United fan.
Thank you so much for having me today on this podcast. I feel honored to be here.
Well, you won't feel honored by the end of the
day. I want to make some correction. I'm not a fan. I'm a supporter. They are two different things.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Here we go.
What's the difference between a fan and a supporter?
A fan is somebody who does not eat when they lose a game. I do eat.
Okay.
So it doesn't get to me because, it's all for the fun of it. Now let's come to Arsenal. I love to call them the spreadsheet champions. They always spend time on Excel calculating their goal differences at some certain points in the season. I feel like Arsenal owes their fans a lot, especially the diehard fans, the ones that have stayed loyal over the years. And if there's anything they owe, is for them to be able to deliver at least a cup. Earlier this season, they had all the opportunity to bottle to
run away with it,
to wrap up the league, right? Just like every other serious-minded club. But a wise man would say, if you do one thing over and over again and you expect a different result, that's tending towards insanity. But I want to believe that Mikel Arteta knows what he's doing. I feel like he has, in the past, done the same things. And I wish he focuses on one thing at the time. Because I don't think Arsenal has that capacity to chase 2-3 titles at a time and win all, especially when they've been expecting just at least a cup.
When you say a cup, what cup are you talking about? Is it the EFL Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League?
We all know it's the Premier League we're talking about because it's been a while. I know that Arsenal having the title, the Premier League title, put a lot of smiles to their loyal fans. Especially those ones that, against all odds, they remain gunners. They remain gunners. I think Arsenal owes their fans that. I think what they should be focusing right now is on Premier League title, and they have tendencies of always throwing the league at some certain point in time. They have this tendency of bottling the league. They are the best. One of my friends was comparing them.
Don't call us the bottlers, please. Do not call us. We've got loads of Arsenal fans in this group. Do not call us the bottlers.
I wouldn't say they are bottlers anyways. They are synonymous to the famous Nigerian bottling company.
Jeff, look at Jeff's face. Well, Jeff, I think Ayo today, he's a United fan, and I do appreciate him coming over to share his view. But I think at the moment now, he's passing shades. But, that's the main reason why we're here. Now, Ayo, thanks for sharing your view, even if we will never accept it. But again, now, Jeff, you can tell from, Ayo have showed and expressed his views in relation to this Arsenal team. He stated that from his own perspective, he feels Arsenal, we're not there yet to be competing in the Premier League, the Champions League, the EFL Cup, the FA Cup. That we should just stick to one particular competition or maybe the league or the Premier League or the Champions League. Do you agree with what Ayo's comment? Do you agree with this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. At the end of the day, Arteta he doesn't have that experience of winning any title. So how are you trying to compete in all four fronts when you haven't even won one already? You should have just focused on one. But I was glad I would be glad if we have won the quadruple, if we have won the triple, even if we won double. I'm glad, but regardless of we winning the quadruple or winning the double, I still want it gone. I want Arteta gone. That's my belief, because I believe he's not the guy for the job. I believe he's not ready. He's not ready to do this job for us. Arteta is just the, what is it called? I don't. What am I going to say? It's just that guy that is not the guy. Arteta is not the guy. You can see he's not the guy because you see what is going on. He had lots of chances of winning the league. He would have won it. I want Ross right now to go and bring in Fabregas.
Fabregas, you can't compare. Jeff will come to that, replacing the manager.
I'm just telling. I'm just putting that in there now. I want Fabregas.
How do you know he's going to do a better job than Arteta?
I think he was a better player than Arteta, and I think he would do a better job.
Guardiola wasn't a good player. He was not like he was a decent player, but he became one of the greatest manager, if not the greatest manager. I just want.
With what Arteta is doing with Como, he's using Como to beat big teams in Fabregas is doing with Como. I think if he got the team that Arsenal got, he will use it to do bits. He will use it to do fantastic. He will use them to do fantastic. I don't think Arteta will be in this position and still lost the league over the past 3 years. I don't think he will do it. He will do that. And secondly, let me come up to my brother, Man United fan. Man United fan, Ayo, you don't have the effrontery. You don't have the guts to start bantering us right now. Look, as a last year when Amorim was there, you were fighting for relegation, bro. And now you got a new manager, and the manager is doing well. Carrick on the wheel, the wheel is going to scatter anyway. You know how he always does. Only on the wheel, the wheel fall off. The wheel is going to fall off. All you need to know, if I were you, I will be humble. Just see where we finish. We finish this Champions League, then start again. But don't try to banter us and call a bottle job. If anybody want to call a bottle job, let we Arsenal fans call a bottle job. No, you come to tell us what to do, man. You're not a judge. You don't want to judge nobody. We don't call you into our football club to come and judge anybody.
This is so funny because I didn't judge. I was just stating facts.
No, but that fact is wrong.
Right. Let's come back. Ayo, you can see Jeff. When Jeff speaks, he speaks with emotions.
Yeah, a lot of passion. Yeah,
lot of passion, and he loves this club. We all love this club. You know, as a United fan, United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, right? And sometimes the fans get, they get carried away thinking it's the United of 96, the 2002 and all of that. It's all changed now. The reason why I want to ask you this question is from an experienced club. You've had experienced managers, not the last 10 years. United have been in this position before. City took it on the last day. Aguero scored.
Painful.
Very painful. Now, Arsenal are in the same position as Manchester United with Man City again. Do you think this Arsenal team are in control or surviving game after game?
I mean, in as much as I want to, I'll just say things from my own lens.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all know what happened in the beginning of the season with Manchester United.
Yeah.
I always say that the likes of Amorim should be jailed, together with his co-criminal, that's Eric Ten Hag.
Oh dear.
They should spend some quality time of they should spend some quality time in jail for what they've done so far, the damages. But in as much as I want to point fingers at the manager, the players also have their own part to play.
You mean Arsenal players?
Yeah, Arsenal players do have their own part to play, right? So we did actually make some quality signings this year. I wouldn't say that the Arsenal of last season is the same as this season, because obviously we had some quality signings too. Arsenal,
Yeah.
we had Gyökeres coming, we had Eze coming at some point in the season. And one would expect that with those few signings, there will be like a morale boost within the team, right? So I feel like Arsenal still has like a long way to go. If I was in Arteta's shoes, instead of ending up every season, year in, year out, trying to figure out how many goals we have to score the next opponents to compare. Obviously, we can say this has happened to Manchester before, but you can see the likes, we could see the passion in those players, the likes of Aguero, the goal he scored, the way it erupted the whole stadium. Those were people who played for the love of the game, right? They played their heart out. I mean, these days you hardly see the passion in these players, especially. I'll speak for my team. I feel like the thing I could give Amorim some credit is he brought some level of discipline to the club, right? We also the players who are lethargic in their work. They were either somewhere playing from the bench, right? And we've seen this pattern before. A new coach comes in, everybody performs, and we get to like top of the table, and then the following season
They collapse again.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Do you think is this what's actually happening to this Arsenal team now?
I think it's a trend across. I mean, it's an untested theory, but it's actually a trend I've been studying for quite a while. You see, a new coach comes into the team, everybody wants to play to impress, and then afterwards, when some certain players have become favorite,
they get comfortable.
They become comfortable in that position, and they feel like their position is secure.
Yeah.
So they end up giving their barest minimum, right? So you can see it across teams like Arsenal. You can see the same thing happening in Chelsea. I mean, it's just sad for Chelsea that they'll be wearing a World Club Cup badge in the conference.
Conference league.
I
heard that was last week. Oh, that actually cracked me up.
This ones are they're quite jokers, but it's I mean, these are the trends that I see.
Yeah.
In as much as we want to kill the managers, like sorry for the K word, like want to hunt the manager so bad, I think the players have a lot of responsibility.
So when you talk about Jeff, Ayo just stated that some of these issues that this Arsenal team are facing now are mostly part from the players. I don't want us to start picking players, start calling players' names, because if I give Jeff that platform, he will call the whole Arsenal team. Yeah. Jeff, do you agree with what Ayo just stated in terms of it's the player mentality, not the manager alone?
Yeah. First of all, there's a player mentality there, man. But who is staying that mentality in there is the manager. It all comes from the manager. It's the passion of the manager, is the mentality of the manager that passed through to the players. So look at what he did before we went to Man United to go play City. Do you know? It says after the game, the defeat against Bournemouth, he goes on a press conference and start ranting that I'm on fire. He said he's on fire. So I don't know where he get that from. Then he actually went to the training and light up a firework.
Is that not AI?
No, he light up a firework and like he's on fire. So he want to use it to. He's done this before.
I thought that was AI.
Remember, against, have you forgot? Is it last season or 2 seasons ago? He went to Liverpool. Before he went to Liverpool, he set up a speaker in a training ground playing, you will not walk alone. You will not walk alone. He said he wanted to feel the Anfield vibes. What happened? They got humiliated when they went to Liverpool. They got beaten like 4. So that's exactly
4-1.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. So you can't be doing all this, hyping up this player, and when it gets to the actual football game, they don't do fuck all, man. That's exactly what is going on in this team. So Arteta coming in with all these big chests, he's on fire. Then he went there, he went to Etihad, he wasn't on fire. He wasn't on fire. Even the last game we played against
Newcastle.
Against Newcastle. I expect us that the way we played against Man City. I remember I told you we actually
played well. Yeah.
I thought we're going to carry on from there and slash Newcastle at least 3-2.
Newcastle was never going to be an easy game, Jeff.
Yeah, but Newcastle is been dead for so long, man. They haven't won a lot of games. But what happened there, man?
Yeah.
You see Arteta coming out with this. We scored early. It looked like we went back to our shade and we didn't go for the kill. The only time that we had a chance to just move and square the ball, that donkey, Gyökeres. I'll be backing Gyökeres now. He begin to frustrate me right now, you know. You should if you can't square the ball. You can't pass no ball. Gyökeres couldn't pass a ball. A simple pass. Just pass it and let our player tap the ball in. He couldn't do it.
Jeff, thanks for sharing. Ayo, Jeff just mentioned about our attacking shape against Newcastle. I didn't expect you to watch our game because I know I don't watch United game. I only watch United game. Maybe I'm just watching TV. If I meet it up, I'll watch it. Now, as an Arsenal fan now, I don't want to be biased in terms of United Arsenal now, but I'm talking in terms of experience. Your club have been in this position many, many times, and you've come out of that pothole to put yourself in a good position to win trophies now, because you've got the likes of Gary Neville, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, and all of those Roy Keane. These players are United legends. Now, Jeff just stated about our striking shape, Gyökeres, and not just Gyökeres, Harvard as well. Do you think this Arsenal team, our problem now is the attacking shape, the players we've signed, or it's just the whole team as a whole are not clicking?
I think it's a mix of both. I would say majorly on the striker's ability, right? I think. And this is where I would want to push the blame to the managers, right? Because I feel like your ability to understand the way your player plays would give you like a leverage to harness his potentials, even on the pitch. So, I mean, take for example, for the likes of Sesko, I mean, he had a couple of he had a poor start beginning of the season, and I mean, as of today, I think today the match against Brentford, he has actually scored the goal.
He scored another one again.
So that's tallying,
good,
that's tallying 11 in a season. I think player understanding is actually a key factor, so that you'll be able to apply wherever you're purchasing,
100%,
and not follow market trends. I mean, when Haaland came into Man City, you saw what he did in that season and the next. He was literally a beast.
He was,
because I feel like there was a level of understanding that Guardiola had to purchase him. So I mean, it's very necessary that next time, I think, I mean, the scouts also, you don't buy players based off of market bands. I mean, it's not by. You get me? So.
That's what we Arsenal fans want.
No. I think this is his first season. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Haaland is a fantastic player. He's a good striker.
Again, if you look at the likes of these types of players, they are tall. They have the physical ability. Haaland is there. Gyökeres is tall. He is a good striker by all standards. But does he really fit into that team? Does he really fit into your style of play? Does he really fit into your attack? Right. So these are the things. And again, if I'm buying a striker, a skipper, I would expect some level of output, and that's what we're seeing in the likes of Sesko, Mbemo, Cunha. These people, they deliver on goals eventually. So sometimes when it comes to a goal difference battle, like you people always engage in season in, season out, it's not about how many goals you defend, it's how many you put into the opponent's net.
Jeff, Chess, thanks for sharing your view, Ayo. You can see what, Ayo actually, it's all fact. Let's be honest. He mentioned our attacking strength in terms of Gyökeres not producing as expected, and he put on that fake mask in terms of we signed it because of that trend and all of that, which I feel it's quite like a shade to we Arsenal fan, but we'll let him off. What I'm about saying, Jeff, against Newcastle, you and I know if we weren't looking for goals, 1-0 against Newcastle, forget the fact they're currently in the poor shape at the moment. But when Newcastle made the top 4 side, you see the physicality, you see the strength, you see the rugality, you see all of those fight. That fire will come out when they play the top 4 team. My question today, Jeff, that Newcastle game, what actually do you feel that was missing or we missed against Newcastle? What is it, a setup or it's just the mentality of the player and the manager again?
First of all, I think we missed that fluidity of a game. We missed that. I thought we were going to come out against Newcastle trying to just play like especially when Eze scored that goal. Despite it's still a set piece goal. So I thought now we're gonna just have to start passing it and doing it. But the thing, we're not doing it. Anytime we scored, you can see this. They don't want to lose that game. They don't care if it's what they were scared, man. You can see the player was scared, man. There were tension everywhere. Even our fans can feel it in the player. The player that is not showing off, giving up any reason to share them up the way they play right now. They play scared, but after you blew, you're supposed to have a chance to go 12-point clear, and now you are not behind the goal difference. The City on goal difference, and then you have opportunity to go 3 point ahead before Man City play. So obviously there's this tension, there's this everything that we don't want to lose. Whatever you do, you can't drop this point.
Yeah.
So that's what they were doing. You can see they were scared, man. You see now when about Gyökeres, I would say Gyökeres it doesn't matter what league you play. If you can score 98 goals in 100 and something game, you are a striker.
There's something in there.
You know where the goals is. I just think it's Arteta that is a problem with this club because you not play to Gyökeres' strength. That's the thing. You not play to his strength. So we don't have Gyökeres is. You know that Gyökeres is not that player that you just he will drop deep, pass the ball, take man off. This guy, what's his name? Kai Havertz can do that because he trained as a midfielder.
Yeah.
But we are not using him as a false nine because he's a midfielder. He have those experience of playing in the midfield. So that's why he can drop in and drop into the midfield to make the midfield a bit tighter. When we get the ball, then he can move forward. But Gyökeres is a man a player that plays behind, behind the shoulder of a defender.
Yeah.
So all you need to do when you get the ball, look up, through ball, then it's true. But our players are not doing it. Odegaard is not doing it for him. Saka is not. Even when Saka was playing, he doesn't give him the ball through. Even Eze doesn't give him the ball through. So how do we expect him to score those goals that we needed? I thought this is what we need. Eze and Gyökeres was supposed to be what we needed, the icing on the cake to win the league. I was thinking before the end of April, as soon as we got those two players, I thought we already win the league.
Yeah. To be honest with you,
But the manager couldn't blend because the manager never won Gyökeres. He wanted Sesko. Because of that, he couldn't walk around it. As a good manager, you should have found a way to work around it to make Gyökeres score goals.
Jeff, you've mentioned Gyökeres, and I, if you can agree or disagree with this now. Do you think this Arsenal team, Arteta, is building that team around Gyökeres, or is building that team around Declan Rice or Saka?
At the moment, I don't even know what he's doing. I felt in the first season that when all of them were banging goals, when this guy got injured, Saliba got injured, and we lost the league. So that I thought at that time we were building an attacking football, and we were building it around Odegaard. At that time, Odegaard scored 15 goals. I think he had 8 assists that season. Yeah, Martinelli scored 15 goals.
Yeah,
Saka scored 19 Premier League goals, and he had over 20-something goals in total. That was his best season. You came on second season, Saliba is back. He's a good defender. Why didn't you just continue the kind of game you played? Then you now start playing rigid and try not to get scored. Then the worst one, the third one, you want to go and bring in last season, you thought, we had a lot of set-piece goals. Now you want to go and bring in a set-piece coach.
But again,
that set-piece goal, that really pissed me off, man, because
Jeff, we scored loads of goals.
It doesn't matter, man.
United fans would take that.
No, Kevin, stop it. If you want to win the league, Kevin, you don't use set piece will not be your highest goal scorer.
It doesn't matter.
It matters. Set piece will not be your highest goal scorer, Kevin.
Sorry, Jeff. Come
on.
If you've got a set piece coach,
that's shameless.
No, if you've got a coach that could come in, put the team in a good position where you can score goals if your striker cannot deliver at that point, because everyone playing against Arsenal, they play low block. It makes the defenders press the strikers, that the striker doesn't have any space to score goals when Arsenal play against low block team. As a United fan, you're struggling to score goals, and you've got that opportunity to put the ball at the back of the net. Will you not grab that opportunity?
I mean, it's logical. I will grab any goal-scoring opportunity if it presents itself.
Yeah.
If you check the stats, Brian Mbeumo has 9 goals. Sesko has 9.
11.
10, 11, thereabout. I'm just saying Premier League goals now. I think Bruno Fernandes has 8 and 18 assists. And then we have...
He had an assist today. That's 19.
Yeah, so 19. we have the likes of Casemiro scored 8 goals also.
Scored today 9.
Scored today, making it 9.
It's like, United tactics more than anyone now. No, Jesus Christ.
If you look at the type of goals someone like Casemiro scores, given his position, you would actually applaud such, because most of them have come from headers, and most of them have come from corners, crosses, deep line crosses, and the likes, right? So I would take, in fact, if I would take a set piece coach any day, because
Ayo,
putting the ball in the net is the goal. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know you would take. I would take a set piece goals anytime, any day. But when you make a set piece your priority, that's what I'm saying. You cannot make your set piece score more goals than your striker. No, that's not what this is not Arsenal team. This is not the Arsenal we know. This Arteta is coming to Arsenal to come change the whole culture of the club. We don't want that. We want us to be playing with the Arsenal.
But what did you win then, Jeff?
What do you mean? What do we win? Our manager will keep. Our manager, Arsene Wenger, he won 3 Premier League. He went unbeaten.
For 22,
it doesn't matter. I know, it doesn't matter. But what I'm telling you, okay, what has Arteta won with all this rigid play, trying to play like Stoke and set piece, buying a set piece FC, buying a referee, a keeper referee, buying even someone to throw the ball, buying the ref. What is it called? What is that, man? You're wasting money to buy all this thing. Why don't you put the money together to play better football? Play a football that you will be passing the ball easy, man. Passing the ball. That's exactly what. Okay, what happened to the game we played in 2022-2023 season when we were one of the blowing teams away, 4-1, 5-1? Have you forgot that? Is it not the same manager? Why did you have to change it?
He's trying. Okay,
Yeah,
Jeff.
but it's not working. It's not even working. We scored more goals that year than we've scored since. So what are you telling me? So if there's no reason for you trying to change the way we play, I think if we keep on playing like that, we would have won the league already. Because we don't score enough goal. That's why we don't win the league.
Jeff. Ooh,
Yeah, even let me finish. Even one more thing. Yeah.
yeah.
All these set piece, all this this defensive try to be playing rigid. We have conceded more goals this season as well. Go and check it. So what is that? It's not working.
Now, you've mentioned, Jeff, it's not working. Against Newcastle, the football was okay.
It's horrible.
No, the football was okay. It wasn't horrible.
No, because you were watching it live. I was watching it on TV. So we get to watch the replay. It was horrible football.
It wasn't horrible.
Horrible football.
It wasn't horrible. Okay. It was okay. It was okay football.
I don't see okay football there. Is that what you call okay? And you play the game. Is that what you call okay?
It's okay.
Is it what we turn to now? When we used to watch Arsene Wenger, we play. They call it the beautiful football, sexy football. Now we are used to play okay football now. Is that what you want?
No,
now?
that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just talking in terms of the game against Newcastle.
The game was horrible.
Yes.
Everywhere we were tense. Even have you not see how quiet our fans is?
The Emirates was quiet.
It was like a graveyard.
Right, Jeff. I was about saying, Ayo, against Newcastle, Arsenal didn't score. We only scored one goal, which every Arsenal fan expected us to score loads of goals against Newcastle. I just wanted us to win that game. Comes to where we need to score loads of goals. If we don't score, yes, I'll be, you know what, we're not being serious now. Let's go back to that Newcastle game. We won 1-0. As a United fan, would you expect your manager from a big club like they call United? You need more goals now. Now put yourself, you're a United fan, but put yourself in Arsenal position. You've got the likes of Fernandes, Bruno. You've got lots of players that could score you goals. How would you set this United team to score more goals and win the trophy this season? How would you? Are you going to change? Are you going to play more attacking football, or you're going to change your formation? What are you going to do? Because the reason why I'm asking this question is because United have won lots of Premier League. You've got lots of experience in terms of winning competitions, cup games more than Arsenal. What do you think this Arsenal team needs to change to score more goals? Because now we're talking about goals to win the league, not even talking about points to win the league.
I mean, I think the first thing that should have been done was to prevent this current situation, which is actually looking for more goals to score. At some point,
Thank you.
At some point, I think Arsenal had the 10-point lead, and then it was 7, and now we are down to 3. And I mean, after this week, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I think if I was Arsenal's manager, like I said in the start, I would literally focus on the Premier League at least, just because I owe my fans. I owe them how many seasons now?
6. This is the 6th season now. Yeah, 6
with
years.
Arteta, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I do owe them something different from a second position. I think it's fair, and again, I feel like the players have a lot to do in that regard. I can give some excuse, fatigue. They're playing Champions League. You're in the FA. You're in Premier League. Of course, there are a lot of games to be played. We can give that excuse, but it still boils down to who wants it more. Eventually, it's in as much as 3 points would have counted. Like I said, if they bagged those 3 points initially, I think start of April or thereabout, we wouldn't be talking about how many goals.
Yeah.
We wouldn't revert to using spreadsheets to try to outscore.
Yeah. Right. Ayo is throwing shades. It's fine. It's Jeff's fault.
Throwing bullets, man.
I know.
That's what happened.
Jeff.
It's my fault or is Arteta fault? What do you mean Jeff's fault?
You brought a United fan.
What you blaming me?
You invited the United fan. But it's fine.
We're not going to make this team just Arsenal podcast.
No, it's not just Arsenal. It's not just Arsenal. It's general.
You have Bruno Fernandes there. You want United fans there. That's why you have Bruno Fernandes.
No. It's all joke. No, to be honest with you, it's not all about just Arsenal. It's just football in general.
Who is literally giving them that leverage to is sort of is Arteta.
Jeff, Arteta and you are not friends at all.
If
he wins the Premier League and the Champions League,
I want it gone.
You still want him gone?
I want it gone.
I
would say thank you so much. You have done a lot, man.
I think there's still a possibility of Arsenal winning the Champions League and the Premier League. But again, I would rather take.
It's a fairy tale, man.
It's a bed at hand, or how's the saying goes.
Even the Premier League is not even a bed at hand anymore. What do you mean?
I mean,
yeah, we don't. It's not in our hands. It's not in our hands. If City win that next game now with two goal cushion, that will be at top. Even if they win their next game with 1-0, they will still be at top of the league. It's not in our hands anymore, brother. So all this in our hands is gone from our hands.
Arsenal fan, United fan.
And I'm trying to be optimistic.
I've got 2 questions for you guys, please. I've got 2 questions before we round up. I'll start with Ayo first. I've got a reason. Ayo, do you think this Arsenal team are built to win the Premier League? This Arsenal team, compared to your 1998 squad, the likes of Gary Neville, David Beckham, and all Giggs, and all. Do you think this Arsenal team are built and ready to win the Premier League this season?
This is a tough one because I think football has evolved over the years. The type of football that was being played in 1999, like you referenced, is quite different from what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Then it was more of your technical abilities and your skills. These days it's more of your physical strength and your ability to whip crosses and do, in the end, I feel like what we're saying now, I think Arsenal has that quality to win the Premier League. If you compare Arsenal this season and last season, their lineup, I think last season you guys had the likes of what's this?
Kai Havertz
as a team, like
Jesus.
The quality of defense you even had was not
Gabriel and Saliba.
Exactly, and you had I think you had Ben White.
Ben White was solid at that point.
Our defense last season haven't changed from this season. We even had more to it. The only thing we had to it was this season was
Nkape
and Moscara. So
I think the defense setup is much more better than what we had last season with Arsenal, and I think they do have the quality because introducing people like Gyökeres and Eze. It improves the attacking strike force of the team in general. And then you have the likes of Saka, you have the likes of, what's this winger's name?
Madueke, Martinelli,
exactly,
Trossard,
Martinelli, Trossard.
But are they built to win the league this season? These players.
I think, they're not more different from other players from other climes. If you check Man City, for example, they introduced Semenyo, they had Doku, right? Like I said, the quality of football or the style of play has changed over the years, and you can see clearly that coaches they tend to use
too much data
more, as well. They tend to use more players with pace, and then they tend to get like a tall center that could act as a false nine that has the physical abilities and stuff. So I think you can't really tell what's on the mind of a manager
100%.
Eventually, that's why I can't totally point fingers at a manager and say, "Hey, this is entirely your fault." It still boils down to the desires of these players. You can see how, how fights used to just erupt on the pitch from the
The
type
likes of Vieira of Arsenal and
Vieira of Arsenal, Wayne Rooney,
Van Nistelrooy and all the Roys.
You
Yeah,
could tell that these people they will do or die, but we don't have that nowadays. Any small touch, everybody's looking at
the
VAR
floor,
for salvation, right? So I mean that has shifted. But if you talk about, I think this current squad, Arsenal squad, they have the quality to at least bag a Premier League, and that's it. And then if you have a major trophy, you can build momentum from there
and build into the next season.
And that's what I'm even hoping Manchester United does this coming season. That's why I'm still a supporter, not a fan, because I mean, I don't know what will happen next season. But yeah,
let's leave United. They should forget about the Premier League. This season will never ever happen. Next season, no, I don't think so. But
next season is a very high possibility. Yes.
Okay, we'll come back next season. But at the moment, it's still Arsenal, Newcastle. Jeff, this Arsenal team, are we built to win the Premier League this season?
Before the beginning of the season, I thought we were built, but now we're not built. We're weak. Like the question you ask him, the team of 1998 against what is it called? Against the 1998 against 1999.
Yeah.
The team of Man United.
Yeah.
That team will babysit this team. These are team. They will actually put them to bed, like babysit them and put them to bed. So who are you gonna compare with that team than this team? So even comparing this team,
not Declan Rice.
No.
So Declan Rice won't get to 1999 team.
Never.
Oh,
who is he gonna bench? Who is he gonna bench in that team? Who is Declan Rice? Who's gonna bench? What do you mean?
The 1999 team of United, Declan Rice will slot into that team, 100%.
Over who? Who is he going to get? Who is going to take? No, who is he going to take his place? Roy Keane. Nah. Are you kidding me? Roy Keane.
He's good. He's a good player.
The animal. Or is what is he called? Or if it's not Roy Keane, Postcodes.
Declan Rice will get into that team, but let's not go into that. Let's think.
Declan because he's bought it for 105 million.
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Nah, brother, don't say that, man. What do you mean? This Man United team here, they will eat them raw, That team will eat this Arsenal team raw.
Yes.
What do you see? This Arsenal, they're weak. They are weak, man. When it comes, they are mentally sick. They don't have that balls, man. They are like babies. You know when I say babies, they are like baby, 4 years old baby, man. That's how this team look. When it comes to the crush time, man, they crush. They like what they don't do. Look at over team. Look at the team of 1999. When they come to the crush time, you see Roy Keane will come out. What is his name? That guy from the defender, one of the defender was his name.
Called again?
Rio Ferdinand and Cole.
Yeah.
They will come out and galvanize that team. I tell you, listen, Vidi wasn't there at that time. But even let's go.
J Stamp.
J Stamp will come out. What is his name? The right back.
Patrick Vieira.
No, Patrick Vieira.
Sylvester.
No, the right back, English right back. He was in that.
Gary Neville.
He can't talk, bro. But he wasn't that good, but he can't talk. But in this our team, who is going to come out and galvanize this team? We only got Declan. Declan is half of those players. So the rest are weak. Is he our captain, Odegaard? That's like a woman, bro. So who else? Who are you gonna talk? Is it Saka? Saka? Who can Saka talk to in that team? Saka is not vocal. Is it Saka that gonna galvanize the team? The only person I see there, maybe Gabriel. Gabriel he can't speak English. He might just speak in Brazil, and they wouldn't even understand what he's saying. So who else?
No, Gabriel can speak. He can speak English.
Maybe his English is not even good enough. Then probably speaking Brazil or speaking Spanish, which the other players is not going to understand what he's saying. What he's saying. So who is going to governance this team? Is it Arteta? Like I said to you, Arteta when he was playing football, he wasn't all that. He was average at his best. He was average at best.
You remember when Arsenal signed Arteta? The commentary every single Saturday or Sunday that we play is Arteta. Arteta, always.
Because we were desperate. At that time, we were desperate.
We signed about 8 players in the space of 24 hours.
Bro, it was desperate time because that was when Arsene Wenger lost it. We carried off that year. Nasri was gone. We didn't expect Nasri to go. Fabregas gone. Van Persie gone. Van Persie was still there. Van Persie didn't go. Fabregas gone. Nasri gone. And who else played? They all gone. That we didn't have nothing. You have to rush into the market and start buying someone like, what is it called? Pascal Sigan. No, what that Schupas song, that striker, he bought, Shamak, he bought all these useless players.
That's the same period he bought Mertesacker as well.
Yeah, Mertesacker was slow like a snail. He was like a slow man, the slowest animal on earth. So that's what I'm trying to say to you.
Jeff.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. These guys, man, they're not ready. This team we have now, they look good on paper, but when it comes to crunch time, man, when it comes to when you need to grind, these brothers, they're not ready, man. They're not built to it, man. They eat too much chicken and cheese, bro. They don't eat some jollof rice. They don't eat no pounded yam. They don't eat dent food. They don't eat no rice and peas. They don't eat them yam. They just eat. That's what you see them. They're soft.
Okay.
They're soft.
Oh, Jeff. Yes. Right.
Interesting.
One more question before we go, guys. I've actually enjoyed this, to be honest with you. Newcastle game wasn't the best performance. Yes, we got that 3 points, but was that 3 points enough? Now, this Arsenal team now, a few months ago, like we stated, we're talking about winning the league with points, not with goal differences. You know, my question before we round up this episode 6. Jeff, would you take the Premier League? Because Ayo stated that Arsenal team are built to focus on one competition so we can get a good result and win that. I personally, do I agree with that? No. Because I feel in the Premier League, we've got the squad depth. But at the moment, it doesn't look like. Now, Jeff, you've got the Premier League. You've got the Champions League. On paper, which of this competition you think, inside of you, you feel Arsenal are going to win a trophy? Either the Premier League or the Champions League?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think we can win any of them. But if I want to choose at the moment, because if they ask me to choose one of the two, I choose the Champions League because that's the trophy we haven't won. So I will take I will privatize the Champions League over the Premier League right now. But do I think we're going to win the league? No. Do I think we're going to win the Champions League? Absolutely not. Not with this team. They're not ready. I can see it, man. When it comes to the crunch time, they're not ready. They're always ready beginning of the season in January. Then when it comes to April, they're done. They're done that year. They're done.
So we don't have that. We don't have that. How will I put it?
I wanted to prove me wrong. If they prove me wrong, I'll come to this podcast and say to them, "Oh, sorry guys, I was shameless." Now I'll give you a round of applause. But if they don't, until they do that, until they do that, I'm just telling you right now, I don't have it. I don't have it in my mind. I don't have any confidence in this player. Even if we have to go to church and a pastor have a vision and say Arsenal is going to win the league from this moment of the time, I would say I won't believe that pastor.
Right, guys. Cheers. Thanks. We've got just 3 minutes before we round up now, guys. Ayo, Jeff stated that at the moment he doesn't got confidence in this Arsenal team. He wants us to go for the Champions League. You stated something about, you made a statement or a comment. You stated Arsenal should focus on one competition because you feel this Arsenal team are not there yet compared to your 1999 set. From a United perspective, a United fan, what advice would you give to this Arsenal team to say, you know what, learn from the experienced club? I want to believe on paper, not now. Learn from the experienced club. This is what we did, and we crossed through that crunch time or that part of the season. This is what United team did to win trophies. What advice would you give to myself and Jeff, this Arsenal team, from a United perspective?
I think they should focus on their inner chakra, if there's any left, because
Sometimes I have some question. I shouldn't ask those questions.
I can't believe this.
But,
I think that they should actually focus on the Premier League. My reason is because I don't see them going past Atletico in the Champions League. I also think that it's going to be difficult if they survive the satanic type of football.
When you say satanic, what type of football? United don't play good football compared to Arsenal.
Atletico, right?
Oh, so I thought you meant Arsenal. We are one of the best teams that play good football. I don't care what position we are now.
I'm talking of what they tend to face in the Champions League, right? So you guys have like Atletico Madrid and then either Bayern Munich or PSG.
If we
Those are tough fixtures. And let's be honest, Arsenal compared to the quality of PSG or Bayern, when they're not there. So my advice would be to try put your 101% and see what you can scramble, and just hope like City drops the ball in the next couple of weeks and then seal the title. I believe that there's still a chance there.
That City are going to drop points.
But the Bayern Munich that you're talking about, we beat them already this season.
But Jeff, we did the same thing with PSG in the group stage.
I mean, these are
we did the same. We won against PSG 2-0.
These are group stage matches, and you know how the group stages are designed nowadays in a table format. So it doesn't really count. Even if you lose 7-0, if you beat PSG 7-0 or Bayern Munich 7-0 in the group stage, I mean, what matters now is that we're down to the top, the last four, and two will be faced in the first. So it's either you escape Atletico Madrid, face Bayern and or PSG, and then come out in the final, which I feel like it's like passing the eye of a needle for Arsenal. But the best will be to focus on the Premier League. Try and see how you can bottle things out. And Arsenal owes their fans, their loyal fans, their diehard fans, those have been there through thick and thin, through all the second positions, back to back every season.
Second again, ole. Now, Jess, thank you so much. Jeff, before we round it, this episode 6 needs to round up from your end. Jeff, one last dance before we go. What do we need to do for us to win the Premier League this season? We've got 4 games to go. City have got 5 games to go. But what do we need to do for us to win the Premier League this season?
Win all your game and see where it takes you. Don't drop no point. Just win all the games and see where it takes you. But even if you win all the game, but I'm still telling you, and we keep on, maybe by God's grace or something dramatic happen and we win the league. Arteta should go.
Arteta should go.
Yeah.
Arteta stays.
For Man United fan, Arteta stay.
Yeah,
why did Ole stay?
I mean,
why did it Ole stay?
I mean,
why did Ole stay? Why did Amore stay? Bro, why did Amore stay? Don't say that, man. You see, Arteta stay. Why did Arteta stay? Is that banter? Why did Ole stay? Why did Amore stay?
Those ones
were you calling for Amaro to leave? Why were you calling for? Okay, you asked Arteta if Amaro is going to be jailed. Arteta need to be. I don't want to say the word I want to say. Let me just say
second is better.
Okay, then you can go second, man. We can take second.
We're third.
You should take second.
Thanks to Carrick effect. I mean,
well, that's fine. To be honest with you, another episode is going to be between Arsenal United, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for me to see your reaction.
I was hoping you would bring a Chelsea fan. Those are the ones that I'm here for.
No, they don't want to play football right now. They don't want to talk football right now, those guys.
You know what? Another episode will be coming up soon where we'll have a Chelsea fan, a United fan, and an Arsenal fan all together in this room.
Don't ever say Arteta stay, you know.
All together in this room. But I just want to say thank you so much, Ayo, for joining us today's episode. And Jeff, again, thank you so much again for joining us again as always. Guys, thank you so much for staying behind us and supporting us and giving us those comments, those advice for us to improve.
Thank you so much.
2026, Arsenal fans. Do you think this Arsenal team are capable to win the Premier League and the Champions League this season? If you believe, drop your comment and let's have a chat.
Only God knows.
Jeff said, only God knows. Well, we'll see you in the next episode 7. Next week, Monday, Arsenal against Fulham. We'll come back and talk about the review. Cheers, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.